Hey, so we asked clients about habits that they wanted to stop. So we talked about red light habits. So red light habits right here. All right, and so here's a list. It's just it's helpful to see that other people are struggling, working on some of the same stuff. So we got candy. Separate thing was Tootsie Rolls. Was mentioned here. Eating before bed. Had to put a +1 on that because there's a couple other people that mentioned that one. Sitting after dinner. So once they stop for the day, they had all these plans to do all this stuff, but then the body just shuts down. All right, once they sit down. All right, scrolling at bedtime. So it ends up pushing bedtime farther back. Screen time during the day, those kind of things. Snack at Dollar General. So every time they go to Dollar General, they just seem to get a snack. So if they need to run an errand, a snack comes in too. All right, drive-through. So that a lot of times, going home from work, those kind of things, it's just handy. It's right there. Nibbles. So bites, licks, and tastes. So these little deals here and there. Up here, other people's snack food, is on there. Cocktail hour is a challenge there. Inconsistent bedtime was one of them. Carb snacking is one. Internet. They said after they're done working out, they sit down and they surf, and then it becomes maybe a little bit too long. I put habits on there because we were joking around that habits and abbots sound a little bit similar. All right, so tiny excuses. Sometimes it's not the big compromises, the little ones that get you. Snacking, mindless eating, losing temper. And so letting frustrations build up. So these are just some of the things that people mention in here. And one of the things I noticed looking at some of this stuff, I think a lot of it deals with different vulnerable times of the day. All right, so so eating, before bed, sitting after dinner. This is scrolling at bedtime. These are in the evening type things. You see, these snacking, these drive-through, these nibbles, these carb snacks. Some of these things, the candy. A lot of times, I was asking them, and really it was kind of like a mid-afternoon time. And that's a mistake that I think a lot of people make, is that there's lunch, there's dinner, and there's a huge gap in between. And so sometimes maybe having a proactive something in that gap where you have something you're going to plan to eat, may work out better than just hoping you're not going to eat, but then hunger strikes in and you're like, ooh, that looks good, and having lots of little bites in there. So I think the afternoon and the evening are two very vulnerable times, that could be great opportunities to work on. So it's not like a snap your fingers and and I've solved all of this. These are the challenges of life. But just trying to figure out ways to just maybe make a better plan so that it's not nearly as vulnerable a time. You have something else to do, some other thing, something else you're going to eat, or is maybe grit our way through it or find some other way to cope there. So red light habits to stop, things to stop doing. So maybe you saw some of those, and it's comforting to know that other people are working on them too. All right, if you have any ideas, just send me a message, post it below. All right, bye.